Dizzy, when Veep is not here, you're supposed to be the de facto host.
What?
Yeah, you.
So when did we determine this?
Well, it can't be the producer.
Was there a vote called?
Just now. We determined it just now.
When we were in the loading screen?
Well,
you should have seen it coming.
Bring us in, Dizzy. Start it up.
Mm-hmm.
What does he normally say?
Oh, dear God. Welcome, everybody, to Power Up International
podcast. We have, I'm going to go from left to right on my screen here. We have tonight the GOOB. We have Freak. We have EBTCH. And last but not least, one of my very favorite people in the world, we have DRay, the producer. And then there is myself, Dizzy. How was that, guys?
It was pretty good.
You got it.
I Vanna wiped the shit out of that, right?
I gave you a 7.5.
Nice. Next time I'll practice.
Who's the Canadian equivalent to Vanna White?
I thought she was Canadian. Pat Sajak is. Isn't he?
I'm Googling. Pat Sajak. Anyway. And I guess Veep will be here in a minute. So, how was everybody's week?
Long. I had to go to work twice.
It was a very long week. Twice.
Do I even want to know?
Yeah, neither of them are Canadian. I looked it up.
Yeah, she's from South Carolina.
Wait.
You can't just make a claim on everyone who's
Alex Trebek is Canadian. Alex Trebek was Canadian. I knew one of them was.
I have questions for Freak.
Uh-oh. Oh dear.
What were you saying?
Oh, you can't claim everyone as Canadian just because they're awesome.
Well, we have a lot of the Oscars. We have Ryan Reynolds. We have
okay, you have a fair roster.
We have fucking Keanu Reeves.
We have
William Shatner.
Isn't he technically Hawaiian?
William Shatner is Canadian, isn't he?
He is. He wasn't one of the ones I was going to claim, though.
Too bad. You got him.
So how is everyone tonight? How has your week been?
It's been a week of gaming and probably not much else, to be honest. As we do pretty much every day, all day. Oh, and watching TV.
Yeah, I'm watching TV.
TV and game.
Mm-hmm.
We started slime without y'all.
What did you say?
We restarted slime without y'all.
Oh, you did?
Slime again.
Yep.
So what she's talking about is there's an anime called Reincarnated as a Slime. And it is one of the best things ever made in the whole world. So I've watched it a few times. I've watched it at least once or twice with these guys.
How many times have I seen it?
What is it called?
Reincarnated as a Slime.
Right?
Basically, there's this 38-year-old dude, and he dies, and he's reincarnated in a fantasy world as a slime monster.
Oh.
And
it's hilarious.
It sounds so stupid. And it took me some selling to get them to watch it. I had to bring up some attributes.
The Butsumo episode.
The Butsumo episode. I had to bring that up to get them to watch it, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Interesting.
So is Troy joining us tonight? I thought he was.
He will be tiptoeing in a few minutes.
Awesome. So what games have you guys been playing this week?
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4. Fallout. Also Fallout.
Oh, the update came out today, doesn't it?
It did. It broke all my mods. I'm sad. I need to wait for the new mods to come out.
Just a second.
We told you.
I know.
He didn't require the ridiculous mods. It probably wouldn't have broken them.
There's
no
nothing
jiggle
ridiculous.
physics,
They're all quality of life mods.
Jiggle
I
physics.
should show you my quality of life mods.
Your quality of life mods.
Quality of life.
Jiggle physics.
Jizzix.
Don't think I actually have the jiggle physics.
Whoa.
I don't think that landed the way it was intended.
No, that landed exactly how it was intended.
Oh boy.
We've lost him. You've derailed DRay already.
Here we go.
I win. Victory.
What is it? What did you call it again?
The Jizzix.
Jizzix.
I feel like jiggle physics can lead
Is
to
it
that.
the angle of the landing? Is that what that is? Or the
Angle of the dangle?
No, everyone stop. We can
no,
be
now-
mature when Troy isn't here, guys.
the area square of the splat?
I want to know what like realms of universities are studying this kind of thing. You know, I missed the wrong uni.
And y'all expect me to be the adult.
How did you break it this early?
I have a skill.
Volume times width times porn.
Acceleration equals.
Yeah, I need to sign up for some studies apparently.
It's getting hot in here.
X plus Y equals X rated.
Why? No, guys, we can focus up here. This
Oh,
isn't
no.
gonna become one long dirty joke.
Hey, just when I thought Hofly was lonely, give me just a minute.
Oh no.
Please don't AI Jizzix. I don't think you're gonna be prepared for what that's.
Hey,
Like,
hey,
I hope we get to see them, though.
You know, part of Jurassic Park when Malcolm is like, they
hey.
were so excited to see whether or not they could. They didn't stop to think whether or not they should.
Oh,
This
thank
is
God
that.
you're here.
What you won't do is not address who I'm about to create as Mr.
Jizzix?
Jizzix.
Troy, help.
I think I can make him with a mohawk. Give me a second.
What did I
I'm gonna
watch?
die on stream.
We broke DRay,
I have the hiccups.
You have inspired DRay.
My eyes are already
and this has
watering.
just been so far one long dirty joke.
Oh boy.
Dizzy,
So this is
to
great.
get
Go
you
ahead.
back on topic.
Yes.
I am so close to finishing my full run through of Avatar again.
Oh, really? Yeah, because you've been working on that for a while, and you've been streaming it pretty regularly. Hi, Carla.
What's up,
For the
Point?
most part, yeah. I haven't been. Let's see.
When are we gonna get Carla on the show to talk? I know
When
she's
is
got a little bit of nerd in her.
Stream?
I'm sure she
Uh-huh.
wouldn't mind coming on.
Was that last night?
Carla is that team player.
Yeah, because if there's one more thing we need to get this podcast completely derailed, it's Carla.
I'm sure she'll do it if I ask.
Oh boy. Oh,
Ooh.
this is gonna be great.
I'm
This is
I
going.
I
can't wait,
guess-
honestly.
got some sort of twisted curiosity,
This
but I
is-
know I
This
just
is, this is going to be epic.
There it is. She said it. She'll love to.
Yay,
Carla.
Carla.
Like,
Let's
as great
set
as
up
it
a-
was when he AI'd me into Grand Theft Auto, I can't wait to see these.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, no,
boy.
like,
you
great.
to bring it back around,
You
trying
just
so hard, trying so hard. So
You know what I'm
have
gonna do?
Yes.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I want everybody to look at Dizzy's face in the next few seconds. Just look at her face, and then you're gonna know
No.
if what I have done is going to hit. like
What are
I
you
want it to.
doing?
D-Ray is here to stress Dizzy.
With great power comes great irresponsibility.
Floating.
There she goes. There it is, and there it is.
No!
I cannot
No!
wait. I cannot wait.
This should never have been created.
I haven't gotten.
You know what you have to do now, Dizzy.
I want the group chat. I need to see this.
I got to put his name on. Hold on.
Sharing is caring.
While you're tossing it in our group chat, EBTCH, you were talking about how you're almost done your full playthrough of
Was that
Carla
Avatar.
talking to you, D-Ray. He's saying for you to be nice, D-Ray.
Hey, Danny is nice. DRay, however.
And I know you've been streaming regularly. Like, you've just gotten into streaming. How have you found that to be? Like, because you weren't doing it before.
There have been.
Why you gotta look at me?
I've kept either GOOB or my friend Chris in with me constantly because I don't trust the people that jump into chat. I'm like really wary when it comes to like online gaming stuff as me. Especially like not just when you can hear my voice, when you can see my face, it gets so much worse. So I've been trying to keep somebody in like a voice chat with me. I finally agreed to let him get me a gaming laptop so that I could run Discord.
Which we're all excited about.
Yeah, y'all are the only ones.
The three of us have been so excited for her getting this gaming laptop, and she literally has no fucks. Like, we are more excited than she is.
I buy you a laptop, a capture card.
I didn't want a laptop. I just wanted it to work at the same fucking time.
And it did. It will now.
No more Xbox party chat. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, we can all be in Discord again like the good old days.
I'm getting tired of having to drag people out of Discord to jump into an Xbox party chat. So I've been keeping Chris with me, but I mean he's on the boo-boo with us, and he can sit in there while I stream so that I don't have to steal him either. So we can finish watching all our shit.
Nice. But yeah, no, she has been building up a tiny little following, and
We're almost to 20.
She's been doing really good. I pull her streams up usually on the side over here when I'm doing whatever over here, and not just blowing smoke up your bum. You're doing really good.
Thanks.
Real quick, I don't mean to interrupt, but how do you spell Jizzix?
J-Y-J-I.
No, go with Y.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Don't we somehow spell it with a G?
Yeah, it'd be like J-I-Z-Z-I-C-S.
This is the council of deciding how to spell this word that was just created tonight.
That was just created.
I think we need G's that work as a J in there somewhere.
Actually, throw an I-C-K-S to get that ick in there.
All right, let me go. No.
Whole debate team.
There it is.
I'm gonna put
Just icks.
There it is.
like, and it's like the under the glasses is just like.
This is my best work ever.
This is gonna be our second T-shirt.
Yeah, I don't know.
Third, I don't know.
I don't know.
After the
Never
whole
wear it
flyer
in
one.
public or on anywhere.
You might not want to get any of this on you.
But
It's gonna get
but yeah,
eyes.
so I don't know what we had planned on talking about tonight. We've literally just been kind of rambling, as we do.
What is that horrible anime that Dizzy sent to us?
Oh,
No, that's not safe for this podcast. Okay, we can talk about
Can you
that
send it to our group chat?
What did she send?
I will send it. I will send the clip to our group chat, but we're not going to talk about it here.
No, but I wanted the clip of it. Thank you.
I need to know what this is.
You don't
No.
keep your mind pure.
Do you know how many times it's popped up on my Instagram and Facebook now ever since you've shown it to me? So many times. And I watch it every time.
I have forever corrupted GOOB's algorithm.
I watch it every time. I can't not. It just pops up. I'm like, oh, it's this thing.
Zoinks.
But
Well,
I don't know what we were talking about this week, Troy.
We're talking about games that can't be played anymore.
Yes.
Let's do
What
that.
are the games that to this day either fizzled out because of poor management on the developer side, or people just lost the love for it, but you are one of the true believers of that game? What is it?
Let me start. I'm going to start because this is aggravating. Let's see. What year is this? 4 years ago, in the middle of the pandemic, when, we were all on lockdown and we were back at home, I got talked into buying this game.
I
At
did
least
too.
the cover was good.
Does that game not work anymore?
Hold on. I'm getting to that, Missy. I'm getting to that. So I got talked into buying this game, and because I was at home, you know, we had stimulus checks every week. I was like, you know what?
Good old days.
I'm gonna buy the whole thing. I'm gonna buy the advanced whatever package that was. I want to say I spent like maybe close to $120.
You did a Disney purchase.
I did a Disney purchase. Right.
I'm not a verb.
Now, how about this? 4 years later, the game is now removed from all stores. The servers have been shut down, and you cannot play it at all.
Oh.
$120 down the drain.
I didn't know that because I didn't buy that game.
I bought the regular version.
You know what? I bought it, and you know, I kind of instantly regretted it because, number one, it had too much stuff going on. Number two, I think it was just fresh off of maybe the Avengers. I can't remember if the Avengers have been done yet or right there. And it was just this whole disconnect of, hey, that guy doesn't look like Captain America. Hey, that guy doesn't look like Robert Downey Jr., you know? And then for this now, 4 years later, you know, that, yeah. So that sucked.
What about you, Goob?
Anthem.
We even got a picture for that. Oh, sorry.
Are we talking about games we didn't like or games we did?
Games we did that are no longer
exist.
I actually liked Anthem.
Yeah,
were this Anthem server shut down or anything? I do have it.
I want to say it's still accessible, but it's a ghost town. And I don't think they ever fixed the bugs that they may have had. So that game has so much promise. I think it was me and Freak were talking about it today.
Oh, you and me.
Or it was me and Goob, excuse me. The beauty of that game. I mean, it is visually gorgeous. Probably one of the best looking games I've ever seen. It was smooth. The frame rates. I never dealt with any lag ever. It's probably because nobody was on the server. So the plot was poor and the story was unbelievably short.
So is that why do you think it failed though?
That's a good question.
They just stopped. They weren't like releasing any new content for it, so it got boring. The end game was the same, like 3 things over and over again.
That's right. The trial was the actual game. We played the demo, and it was actually the game. And I think there was a little bit after that, but there was so much potential to that game because to fly around like Iron Man, to shoot all those missiles like that, and it was a gorgeous game. I really wish another company would take over and re-release it. I think it would do great.
Didn't we play that on the previous podcast together?
That other podcast that I can't remember the name of? Yeah.
That we got to make sure there's no glass in our chairs.
That one. Dizzy, did we ever play Anthem?
I don't think we played Anthem together, no.
Okay.
I didn't play a lot of it. It was just one of those things, like, I felt like it was more fun to play with other people, and Sam wasn't really into it, and I don't think... that was so many Discords ago, guys.
I know.
Dizzy, I remember us playing and we dying a lot.
That's another game which we'll talk about shortly. Dizzy, what was the game that, or games that you loved that are no longer available?
Well, I feel like everyone's expecting me to say Titanfall 2. Because the servers are like almost dead. They're a ghost town now. It takes forever to get into a game, and they're not nearly the quality that they used to be. But instead of obsessing with Titanfall 2, because I have gone on that rant multiple times on this very podcast and other podcasts, do you guys remember a game? I was completely addicted to it from LucasArts, and it was called Afterlife.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember this game?
I remember that game.
Engine. I was so addicted to that game, and it's not dead now because of servers or anything. Because it was an offline game. It was this old sim game where you designed heaven and you designed hell, and it was these and it was really, really funny. It had that LucasArts humor to it. But the computers are so powerful now. Like, it's just like the game just breaks when you try to play it. Like, the computers are too much for this game to handle.
Wow.
So, like, I have picked up, like, emulators and stuff, but I've yet to find one that's really good that lets me play this game without it, like, crashing or looking horrible.
Just build an old-style computer. I'll go buy one.
That would frustrate the crap.
I feel my cell phone and my iPad are too much for this fucking game. But if you haven't played it, go watch some like old YouTube videos or something of it. It's not the prettiest game, but it was so funny, and I spent a lot of hours in it.
What about you, EBTCH?
I actually took my homework in a different direction.
Okay.
So this started because we were talking about the crew and how it had gotten shut down. So I went off of what Freak's article that he sent us was talking about, where they were planning on suing. And I went to find out why. Because in the article, it mentioned that they were planning on suing in France, but nothing about it made it sound like he's from France. Y'all looked it up earlier and said Ubisoft is headquartered in France, right? But they also have the highest, like the best consumer protection laws, so they think that like they have a higher chance of winning there. I emailed the person that is trying to put it all together. I don't think he's planning on actually doing anything until he can get enough money to be able to afford going to court for this and using lawyers and stuff. And he's said in other interviews that if he loses, he wants to lose the hard way. Like, he wants to lose in court so that there's precedent, so that, you know, other companies can or can't just go shut down other games, and this is why. But the more I looked into it, the more ridiculous it sounded that they actually shut the crew down. It just about a month ago is when the servers went offline, but it had...
You got notes?
No, I did. It had 12 million people on the servers.
Jeez.
When they shut it down.
Game,
it had a lot of players, so it didn't make sense to stop it to begin with. But on top of that, they're bringing in $1.8 billion a year as a company. So they couldn't keep servers on a popular game going. It doesn't make any sense that they'd shut it down. So I get it.
Well, you know, that's like Hollywood economics. Why settle for $1.8 billion when you can make $10 billion?
And it's costing them money, I guess, to keep the servers going, but it just doesn't seem smart to shut it down when that many people are playing.
Well, they're not making money on it. I think it's the biggest issue. They've tried to put ads in video games quite recently, actually, and that's not gone over well. So, yeah,
not even. So, Freak, what are the games that you remember?
I had a hard time with this one as well, because pretty much every game I could think of is either a remaster or you can still get hold of it. So I think that just sort of made me realize how many old games have good remasters. There's no Blade Runner game I didn't think would be available anymore, but I thought I'd Google it, and yeah, it's still a thing from 2002, 2003, I think. So
the Blade Runner is based off of the movie?
It is. It's like a point-and-click adventure game. As a bit of a spin-off of the movie. It's old now, but it's a really good game. Okay. But I looked up on Steam; it's still there. Yeah. So all the old Sega Genesis games, they're all in there too. So
oh my god,
I can't complain.
I never had a Sega Genesis, but I had this weird system, and it took Sega Genesis and Sega CDs, and it was called a Xey system, spelled Xeye, I think. And we bought it, and we didn't have very many games for it. And I've never seen an actual Sega CD console, but I used to play them on this thing. And I used to play this game called Blackthorn. Do you remember Blackthorn?
Is that a pirate game?
No. It's weird. It's like this side scroller. No, it's not. I swear. I'll find it. But this Zay system always blew my mind. Like, let me look here.
You know, I had to look it up because I was like, Sega CD, what was that? I now remember what that was. I now remember, and I think I remember it being kind of ludicrous to connect a CD player to a Sega Genesis. And,
right.
You know what I mean? And then, like, lo and behold, 5 or 6 years later, we got the PlayStation. So
yeah, it said here. I could say the Zay. It's called the XI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it was a partnership between JVC and Sega, and they came out with this weird little mashup console, and that's what I had.
Right.
Was that around the same time that was it Sega was trying to do the HD DVD?
This was 94.
You remember, DRay, when Sony and I think it was Sony and Sega were battling on the Mega DVD?
Right.
And that was when Blu-ray was introduced, and then I think Sega tried the HD DVD, and it didn't work.
Well, you know, this probably should come as no surprise, but you do know the industry that dictates technology, right?
Yeah,
it's porn, right? Yeah. So porn is the reason. No, and I'm not really joking.
He's dead serious.
Yeah, porn is the reason why VHS was chosen and not Betamax.
Yep.
The porn industry was the reason why we have Blu-ray and not Super DVD or whatever.
Yeah.
And so whenever you know, whatever they chose, I guess that, you know, video game consoles kind of naturally sort of fell in line, I guess.
It's weird how that works.
Yeah, so like anything with like Super CD or Super DVD or all that stuff was just going to go for naught, because once Blu-ray was there, that's it. You know,
it's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
So to recap the games that I miss, of course, Anthem was definitely top one. It was Outriders that we paid.
Mm-hmm. That's the one I've been trying to think of.
I love Outriders. That was
cool.
Yeah, that was that's
I gotta get back into it. Is it still playable?
Yeah. I just bought the DLC for it today.
Wait, is that the one-player one?
No.
Well,
no, that's multi. That's
okay. I was saying, was that the one that me and you were playing at one point? I think.
The whole time of the graham cracker on the truck, that all happened while we were playing Outriders. Yeah. I know everyone else like, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh boy.
It's something DRay's brain did a long time ago.
Those were the days.
I found Blackthorn. It turns out I didn't know this. Blackthorn is a Blizzard game. I did not know this. It also came out on Super Nintendo. Yeah, it said Interplay Productions, Sega. But yeah, no, it was God, it looks horrible. I don't know why I was so into it.
Well, it was I'm
not gonna lie. When Sam gets back with my when Sam gets back with my Switch, I'm gonna go see if it's in the little Super Nintendo store there, because now I kind of want to play it again.
Wow.
The one other game that I was addicted to that is no longer is DOA 6, which is Dead or Alive 6. It's a fighting
game. Dead or Alive.
Are
we getting any more of those?
I don't think so, because if I'm correct, it wasn't the guy that passed away the same one that did Ninja Gaiden. Because you
want friggin' jizzle physics.
Jizzing.
I can't word now.
Whoa. What did you say?
I try to say jizzix and jiggle at the same time.
But say it again. Jiggle what?
Jiggle physics.
Jiggle who?
Jiggle physics. So you want jiggle physics? You go play Dead or Alive.
Beach volleyball.
Jiggle physics.
The beach volleyball.
Yeah.
Age famous at the time it came out. Oh my god, I never actually played
Age 99.
Yep. Do you hit Control Alt D for jiggle physics?
No, you command the D.
Command D. That's it. Command D.
Here we go, starting that again.
This is what you guys have done to my brain tonight. Like,
so look, I'll let everybody have a moment of break. I did not put the break video up in here, but since we're at the midpoint, we'll go ahead and play our Blast Artist Spotlight. It's my homeboy straight out of Nashville, Tennessee. His name is EBTCH, and this is called Pump Fake. Let's check it out.
It's Big Boy Pluto, I'm the mother. And if you got a problem, suck a mother. I've been causing waves, I think you're about to crash. The pages you write your raps on, I use to wipe my... No, this ain't all cap, you can ask my nephew Jax. Everything that you be talking about sounds like trash. Everything that we be talking about sounds like fact. And if you whack, we coming for your rhyme. Keep going. And if you think that we would waste our time trying to give you all the shine, you're mistaken. No one's playing all those lines you got from someone else. It sure would be a crime if someone labeled you a 3, if someone labeled you a 5, if they labeled you a 1. Whatever rank you think they gave you ain't gon' help. If you see me, better run. I'll hop up in with a pump fake. I pump fake, pump fake. Rappers talking, but they ain't got it like that. They saying that they live, but they ain't never held a match. I hop up in with a pump fake. I pump fake, pump fake. Rappers talking, but they ain't got it like that. They saying that they live, but they ain't never held a match. I hop up in with a pump fake. I pump fake, pump fake. I am not really fond of whatever books these be on. Hold on. Let me try again. I am not really fond of whatever books these be on. So I say f them all. Yeah.
Second time is never as it seems. The past just seems to fade into a dream. A new beginning can wash away the old, but so often it's the
I'm Frank Castle when I aim at you. I play with her G-string, she call me Dave Matthews. When I'm spitting these writtens, I'm on a mission of dissing these. They're spitting from spitters, cause that's forbidden. I'll trick these ballers like Pippin, cause if you with it, I'm with it. Y'all about to know my rage is driven. The minute I was given a listen, they about to put me in prison. I was ripping through spitters while they witnessed the vision and killed them all with my rhythm. I align the flows like some chiropractic. Play no games with these spiral dragons. My fans are pyro addicts. When I write those rapids, guess I'm on fashion, cause I shut down, that's diplomatic. I'ma blow a gasket with the jokes you cracking, cause the flows I'm rapping is so dramatic. You're at the rope in plastic, I'll choke the crack, and your parents find you strapped to a soaking mattress.
Yes, indeed. And that is my boy, Nick, Bitter Dreamer, with Pump Fake. And if you are an independent artist or a spoken word poet or even up-and-coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. The Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, you can also go to blastmusic247.com, register as the unlimited fan, and have access to hundreds and hundreds of independent music. Blast. We are constantly changing the industry one artist at a time. Boom. What y'all think about my boy Nick?
It was good. I was just kind of vibing to it.
I was vibing and then watching the album cover.
Man, the animation.
That was like mesmerizing the whole time. I really like him though.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I interviewed him, I think it was in February. Nice guy. Alrighty. So
what's
in front of me? Go ahead.
So
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say at one point, don't let me forget, there is that video I kind of wanted to share. I went and I found a video of me and Freak Gaming, like a little short one. I took a clip.
Mm-hmm.
Look how happy he is. Did you see that face that he just made?
I'm wondering which one. I'm pretty sure I know which one. But
I'm pretty sure you don't, because it's not any of the ones that I normally spam when we go down that rabbit hole. But no.
What was? Oh wow.
That was a noise Freak made one time when we were playing Lethal Company.
Officially led to his British panic. Yep.
He panicked in British.
Oh jeez. I never heard that before.
Oh my god. But so don't let me forget. I want to share that. But sorry, Troy, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, you're good. You need me to upload it?
No, I got it.
I sent it. It was too big to send through Messenger, so I threw it on YouTube and I gave DRay a link.
Okay.
Just let me know and I'll cue it.
Yeah, you let him know whenever he can do that, Troy.
Sure. I'm going to show this clip, and this clip had Sinister Bastard all over it. Uh-oh. This one's for DRay. That's how
that was beautiful.
Yeah, that was great.
Sinister Bastard all over it. Love it.
Indeed.
That was one of the new Star Wars games, right? That was.
I was assuming it was, but they didn't say when they posted.
It looked like Front 2, to be honest. Yeah.
But hey, Darth
played Battlefront in a while.
Darth Vader with his finest moment.
That's one I should have brought up earlier when we were talking about games you couldn't play anymore. Was the original Battlefront and Battlefront 2? They brought them to Steam, but then there were no servers to play on. So we couldn't do that. But I think they either just came out with it or they announced that they are re-releasing the original games.
Ooh, that'll be good.
I'd have to look more into that. But that was one of the first games that Sam and I played. Actually, I think that is the first game that Sam and I played online together. Because Xbox Live was cheaper than long distance to talk to him on the phone.
I remember those days. I remember those.
That was on the original Xbox when Xbox Live was first come out. I'm like, Sam, like, we're paying this much to talk to each other because that's back when long distance was a thing. Like, because we live 3.5 hours away. I'm like, or we could pay this much a month and we'll just talk on the Xbox. And we did that instead.
I remember those days. I remember the first time I met Vic, which was through the Xbox, and we were playing Phantasy Star Online. And to talk to people all around the world and talk to people you wouldn't see, but you would hear them, that was just mind-blowing to me. So everyone was known on the basis of the character with the voice than their actual face. It was a weird time, but it was a cool time.
The launch of online personas. Like,
exactly. And that's the beauty of it, that even that long period of time, relationships and friendships were built from it. And we had the opportunity to experience that. I mean, I know I'm older than most of you guys.
See, we're not old. We just had the opportunity, guys.
I'm just Windows. I upgrade every time, so I just learn every time something new, and it's been amazing.
When we first started dating, we lived 3 hours away, and we would just travel back and forth every weekend. But we started playing Diablo 3 together, and I met my best friend through there, like the first 2 weeks of us dating. And it's been 8 years now, and I still talk to him almost every single day.
Am I supposed to be your best friend?
I mean, yeah,
I
but
support her
like,
in her statement.
OG UG up in here.
UG. But no, like Sam and I, we lived in the same town when we started seeing each other, but then I moved away when he was he was overseas and I had to move. So when he came back, we lived 3.5 hours away. Oof. And it was just, well, I mean, you know, me and Sam, we've been pretty much long distance the whole time. Either I live in my town or he lives in my town. The other one lives in the other place for some reason. I'm trying to not say town names.
Understood.
But it's the same town. We keep swapping the same 2 towns. So, but it was good. It saved us a lot of money, and it was pretty cool. I remember he showed up one day with an Xbox. I was never out to buy an Xbox, but he won one at the bar, and he already owned one. So he showed up one time. He's like, here, and he gave me this Xbox. Remember those like huge controllers?
Yes.
Look, wait a minute. He showed up and just gave you an Xbox. Yeah, he was in there forever.
That was he was your pusher at that moment when he gave you.
He's in there forever.
And then I read about this thing called Xbox Live, and I'm like, hey, if we hook up to the internet, we have to choose names. And we chose our very first gamer tags on the Xbox.
You know, I hated chatting with people online.
You were in the wrong channels then.
Yeah, I know. I probably was. Because I don't think I started chatting with people until maybe WoW, and then, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? That's a good point. So like Sam was the only one I chatted with online, right? Until WoW. And then WoW, it was very reluctantly that I would join a voice. Like I would hop into what was it called?
Ventrilo?
Ventrilo, that's what it was. I had a Ventrilo server.
Yeah.
And so I could listen to instructions and everything, but it took convincing for me to turn my mic on. Because because like you open up a can of worms when you turn your mic on and you're a chick.
Yeah.
I agree.
Or
I didn't realize how bad until these clips are called.
Or if you turn your mic on and they can detect that you're something other than, you know, other than and maybe white, you know, now you're inviting those brave internet people to say whatever they feel like they're big enough to say. And, you know.
Which is why we made our Discord, right?
Yeah.
Like, we control everyone who's in there. And if you're a dick, we bounce you.
Wait a minute. Did you just say
we bounce the dicks.
I was holding it in just fine.
I'm trying to have a mature goddamn conversation, guys.
We were talking about bouncing dicks. How's that going to be mature?
You said you bounced.
You started it every time.
That's what you said.
The point is, if you're an asshole in our Discord, we boot you out.
We have actually had to do that for my benefit twice now.
GOOB is our resident jizzologist.
Somehow GOOB is not me. Is it bad?
Keep it together.
I'm putting us back on track.
No, because I was about to do my excited dance, but I realized my excited dance did not go along with.
There are 15 minutes left. I'm putting us back on track. Jesus fuck.
That's another GIF I need to make. Okay.
GIF, you Brit.
It's a GIF. Get it right.
You know, I gotta give him like a meteorologist name, like GOOB Gooberson. GOOB Gooberson, our resident jizzologist. GOOB, tell us the weather.
It's raining.
You guys,
we have fun every week, and we have mature and in-depth conversations about our opinions in video game news and nerd TV. But we are nerds, so occasionally when you put us together, this is the conversation we devolve to.
Oh my God.
You have no evidence.
Not real adults.
That's why I love you guys every week.
Oh my God! Can you play the video that I just...
Yeah, might as well. Let me get to
just
that.
let us collect ourselves. We can play the video.
Yeah. And back to you, Jizz.
I got my glasses on.
Are you expecting a heavy downpour?
I see where we're going.
Guys, make makeup.
Oh, this is a good one.
Ow. God damn it, Dizzy. Yeah, no, pick me out. I'm going to the ferryman. Screw you. You killed your friend.
You know what? After tonight, that made me feel better.
Dig up your shit. What? Better for what?
Look what you did to my boat!
Yeah.
You abandoned me repeatedly.
Don't feel like that was worth a death sentence.
I saw you running towards that barrel, and I'm like, I wonder if he's close enough. And I took aim. That's it. That's the whole video. But if you want a taste of what it's like when me and Freak play a game together, especially that game,
this is where it's all come from. You see,
what game was that?
That was Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. Okay.
Every once in a while, Freak and I get it into our heads that we're going to sail the seas.
Yeah.
And usually it's a lot of us killing each other.
If you play any game with Freak, you're playing the game against Freak. He will
that's
kill
what I
you.
said. That's like
The
a thing
very
I say
first
is
30
you
seconds.
don't play with him, you play against him.
You cannot play a game with Freak.
But I'll admit I started the war in Sea of Thieves. I didn't realize what I was doing when I shot that barrel many, many moons ago. It wasn't even that barrel. It was a whole other barrel back before he even had his gamer tag sorted out on the Xbox app.
Oh, that video.
Yeah, but yeah, no, usually when me and Freak play together, that right there is the dynamic the entire time for however many hours we play. That is what we do. And I just wanted to share because I'm trying to start capture clips again to bring in and show our gaming experiences. So I'm sure like I'm going to grab clips with others.
So,
I have a few, but
we should call that segment a taste of Freak.
No.
A taste of Freak with Jizzix. Goop can run us through the videos.
Welcome on today's snippet of Beans on Toast.
If you eat enough, I've heard.
This episode is just going to be called Jizzix. Let poor Elliot figure that out.
Hey, man. What was y'all on there talking about, man?
Hey. We told him how to spell it. There was a whole part of us figuring out how to spell it. It's fine.
I tuned that out. I think I've actually blocked it out.
Oh, you can't block it.
I've suppressed.
Jizzx.
I've suppressed. But
all right, I'm pausing us before we get derailed again. All right, so while we were looking into the game thing, and we have circled back to this like 2 or 3 times, but then it goes off the rails. The website that Beep said was okay. They are currently petitioning in the UK, Canada, and Australia, and they'll be open for signing soon. They're planning to petition, words are hard, the European Union.
No, it's European now.
Words are hard, okay? But it's being delayed because of processing time. It's if you go to stopkillinggames.com. Accursed Farms is a Half-Life YouTuber. That's who's doing all of this. He's the one planning on suing. I had to even look up what Half-Life was because I found it on one of those games that you can't play for certain things lists earlier. But he does that. But he's the one that's doing all this. He set up the website. He set up the petitions. He's got people trying to help raise money in certain areas. Don't ask me where. I don't know. But you can probably find it on stopkillinggames.com. Now I'm done, and y'all can go back to your crazy.
No. But before we go back to crazy, one of the things, thinking about Ubisoft and all this other stuff, Apple has been doing that kind of stuff for years, right? Since the
I didn't know that until they said that earlier.
Yeah, since the iPhone was first released, any game that you purchased on like the first couple of iPhones, you basically just lost all of your money because they never updated those games, and you're just kind of SOL. And they've been doing it for so long that nobody has really called them out on it. You know,
there's excuses I think that they come up with normally help.
Right.
Yeah,
I think that there's a good point to make of how often people switch phones, though, because I mean, I can't keep up with all my apps, and on top of that, whenever I start deleting stuff, it doesn't come back. I don't go back and look for it and find it, so I'm not going to keep downloading and keep making purchases. So I feel like how often we change phones has a lot to do with that.
Well, I mean, think about that. You know, okay, that is a fair argument. However, think about someone like the people that I know that keep their phones forever, right? They're like, they don't want to change a phone, but they have, there's this one game that kind of reminded me of StarCraft that was on the iPhone. I can't remember the name of it, but you like, you would pay for a lot of stuff in the store or whatever. And this would have been 2009, 2010. But just think about all the people that invested, you know, hundreds of dollars in this game, and here we are 15 years later, and you have no value for your money.
What gets me with a lot of these scenarios is it's not even that you can't access the game anymore. If you were to try and source it from other means, you know, put your little pirate hat on, they legally go for and shut down all these things, which is awful when these things aren't available in the first place. I think that's bizarre.
Well, you know, also, I know somebody wants to chime in, but you know, Apple just lost a court case against Epic Games because they kicked Epic Games off of the iOS, off of the App Store. You know, Disney's favorite game, Fortnite, right? They kicked it off of the App Store because what Epic Games had done, instead of going through the App Store for your in-game purchases, which when you did that, Apple would take 30% of whatever, you know, revenue they got. Epic Games found a go around that you didn't go through the Apple Store, you just gave the money to them. And as a result, Apple kicked them off the platform. So Apple lost that case to Epic Games, but they're, to my knowledge, they're not back on iOS yet. So
I think they are being forced though to allow other app stores. I think beforehand they only allowed the Apple one. If I'm correct, which is good.
So, but I mean that begs the question. And what do you guys think about this? When you buy a game, do you really own it, or are you really just purchasing a license to access it? Because there comes a time that you might not be able to play it.
It's covered in like a lot of the terms of service that it is pretty much like that. It's a license. It's been that way for so long now. I think people were trying to fight it when it first started becoming a thing, but not enough people jumped on board, and here we are.
Okay,
go ahead.
I'm on the own it side of this. Earlier, when we were looking at all of like the reasons of possibly why they could be ending all these games, and we got to like the licensing problems, the majority of the question was whether or not these companies could like even sell these games after their licensing ended with the songwriters or the artists of certain characters or songs or anything like that. And
I have a fucking gray hair.
I have a lot.
I have been gray since I was 15. And I can't believe she just found her first one.
Dizzy, what just happened?
That's what happens when you get old, Dizzy.
No, sorry, I didn't mean. I just got sidetracked. I was just like, why isn't it? I'm like,
why is my hair so shiny?
It's okay. I'm getting repurpled in a couple of weeks. I'm good.
Jizziatrics.
It's like geriatrics, but with
That's
Disney.
not an image I wanted in my head, Goob.
Wow. Not in your hair, but maybe on your. Never mind.
You're cut off, man.
I'm gonna diffuse the foolishness. Let me see this video.
Wait, are we sure? Hey, what's that spaceship game with the orange jumpsuits that
Lethal Company.
Lethal Company.
Is that what it
That's
is?
one that we need
We
to start playing
need
again.
a clip of one of those. Okay, keep going, Deep.
Just check out our favorite mage.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lake of fire! Lake of fire!
Yeah, I know you got a fucking micro penis.
Pissed on bad!
I'm just better. Like a fire. Like a fire.
I love him so much.
It's like the small one playing The Witcher, and he was like jumping.
I'm gonna kill this cow. It's so realistic.
Wow.
The child scares me.
Yeah, no, she was streaming The Witcher and her kid. She gave her kid the controller and let him play for a while. Most of the stream ended up being him playing.
He scooted me out of my chair and everything.
So
He was like, I
funny.
can't see the camera, Mom.
Wow.
It was amazing.
That's a gamer of my heart.
I love it.
Ugh.
Oh
Like,
my
We're
God.
good parents.
The child scares me.
You know what? I love your kids. I mean, tonight your kid hopped on and told me he loved me multiple times.
No, you can't brag on that because last week he told Freak, I love you, Freak. I hate you, Freak. Fuck you, Freak.
I heard it was
Yeah,
because
all at once.
Freak. I heard it was because Freak didn't reciprocate.
Well, that was
Freak
no,
didn't
yeah, that
reply,
was
and that was
yesterday.
rude.
That was yesterday. He said, "I love you" to Freak and to Kath, and they didn't reply.
So
I
he
said,
said that's rude,
"Aw."
right, Mom?
mean, your kid cusses at me too. Don't get me wrong, but he also sang to me tonight. That was
He did.
adorable.
He clipped it.
They're accidentally hilarious.
It's all from my side.
Hey, Veep, I'm trying to figure out why you put this on here.
Which
I know
one?
We got like 3 minutes left.
Put
But
what on where?
I have questions.
Oh, I forgot to let us know that even though wholesale is declining.
Wholesale's decline.
I was hoping that would go through.
I have
So-
a complaint about Ho-Fi.
What's
so,
wrong with Ho-Fly?
well, you know what?
Nobody added the dollar
Yeah,
bills.
where's the dollar bills?
Okay, so we're gonna add the dollar bills, but see,
It's been like
Wholefly,
weeks.
because Wholefly sales are down, she had to get a business
back.
partner. She
Okay.
had
Don't
to get
do it.
Do
She
Don't
it.
had to get a
do it.
manager.
Don't
I have questions.
There it is.
That is fucking awesome.
Wow.
He's got a
It's the
PhD.
worst thing I've ever seen. I love it.
He's got a PhD in jizzonomics.
Hey, that's the real trickle down theory.
Wow.
Little
it bad? I
deposits at a
kinda-
time add up.
Why?
I cannot wait to get them
The
two
worst thing I've
together.
ever seen, and I love it.
Why?
Well,
Troy, make it stop.
and on that note, I guess we'll go ahead and land this plane.
We've crashed. We're crashing. We're crashing right now.
Can
So
y'all
let's
hear my
start-
eye?
Oh, here we go. Rude. What would you like to say to the people as we take off?
DRay's eyes have something to say.
He said it with his eyes, yeah.
No, wait a minute. You said me or Goob? I didn't think. Yeah, you said Goob.
Oh, me?
Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
The mic's not loud enough.
What do you have to
Live
say?
long and prosper.
I don't think we were actually listening though.
Oh, got it. Dizzy,
Remember,
what would you like
do what
to
you
say?
love as long as it's legal.
Says
That's
the
good.
person doing
No
it.
matter how frustrating your friends are.
I feel so
not going
called out.
No. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love doing this show with you. And I love the people that show up and chat to us like Carla did today. But just know that the entire show I have been plotting all your demises.
Wow.
I get that. That tracks.
EBTCH, what would you like to say as we head out?
Done with all of y'all. You know what? Be nicer. I can't think anymore. I'm done.
Got you. Freak.
Nice.
What do you got to
Kind
say?
of be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Boom.
Love it.
Simple, sweet.
DRay, what do you got to say as we head out?
This has been a hard week, and so this has been a very, 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 very cathartic and very nice night for me to get some laughs in. my parting thought would be to fight for those relationships that are meaningful, because you never know when that one interaction could be your last. So peace out.
Indeed. Everybody, I know we live in a very weird time, weird world, but you have the opportunity to make change. Choose to be nice to someone you don't know, because you never know that niceness could change their trajectory.
Trajectory?
That way. And change their whole dynamic.
Pew, pew. Oh, wow. That's what I got to add to that.
But the whole flash closes each eye one at a time. Like,
animated. Don't animate it for the love of God.
Animated. It must be animated.
And I got to
just bobbing up and down.
I do it now.
For science.
Oh, well.
Do it.
Anyway, and everyone, you guys have a good night. Hopefully says good night, Graham Cracker.
Pew,
we
pew.
love y'all, and we will see y'all next week.
Remember, close your eyes.
Time out.